So I was born in a Christian family and raised in a church. Growing up, I never not believed in God. I've always had a faith. It's interesting because I'm very thankful for my family and I'm thankful for my church. And it was always taught that Jesus loves you. You read about it in the Bible, and in Sunday school it was taught Jesus loves you. Jesus loves me, I think, is the first song I've ever learned. But hearing it and being told that Jesus loves you wasn't something I felt. I heard it over and over again, and I felt nothing. It meant nothing to me. It was like I put myself into this box. I feel a lot of different things, but it was easier for me not to feel anything because I felt all of these emotions at such an extreme level. And so I'd put myself in this tiny little box, and I hated this box. I had closed myself off, but it had this door that was open to things to come in but not leave. So I felt trapped, and I was in fear of everything. It had more to do with this deep-rooted self-hatred and plummeted self-esteem, and I don't think I experienced anything worse than hating myself to the point where I didn't want to live anymore. And I felt like that for most of my teen years, actually. I had friends for very short seasons of my life, but I went back and forth between being bullied and being the bully because I didn't know who I was and I didn't feel anything, so I would do anything to feel something. Most of that something was pain. When I had turned 16, we had gone to a family reunion just past Edmonton, and so we'd packed up the trailer, and when we had done trips like this, I would pack all of these books, and including my Bible, but I never really read my Bible. It wasn't something that I had turned to. But that Saturday, I was having a particularly rough time. When I was having tough times, I would lock myself in my room normally, and I would try and do things. I wanted to punish myself, and I was constantly fighting to punish myself for all of the bad things that I've done. And on that Saturday, when I was having a rough time, I had snuck off to the trailer while everyone else was having fun and doing what they were doing. And I think that was the moment that I had decided that I wasn't gonna try and fight anymore. And that moment I had decided that I was gonna plan my suicide. I knew that if I didn't find help or I wasn't saved at that moment, I knew I was going to go through with it. And I remember sitting on the bed, and I had tears just rolling down my face. I had looked to my left, and there was my Bible. It was the only book that was on the bed. And honestly, I don't think it was me who grabbed the Bible, but I had opened it to Proverbs. Started reading right from the very beginning, and I don't think I got much out of the first 2 chapters, but I had gotten to chapter 3. It was verse 14 through 16 that had said, "She is more profitable than silver, she yields better returns than gold. She is more precious than rubies, nothing you have can compare to her." And I had reread that a couple of times when I heard God say, Courtney, that is how I see you, and so much more. And I remember feeling like something inside of me had broke, and something being stripped off my back, and I was able to breathe. It was the most refreshing thing I had ever experienced, and I don't feel like that like I had used to. When people ask me how I'm doing and I say I'm good, I mean it. I no longer put myself or see myself as this box filled with all of these negative things, I feel free, and I'm saved, and I'm happy, and I feel things, which is great. I was struggling to fight this battle for my life when Jesus fought that battle a long time ago, and He won.